Hello everybody, welcome to the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube show here, joined by the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins. And for today's show, we're going to be doing a season recap with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins. Recapping their season from the 2019-2018 season, the Lady Pirates went 21-7 with 7 losses coming to Walnut Grove, Clever, Hartville, Richland, Ashgrove in the Marionville Comet Classic, Blue Eye and Ashgrove in the Class 2 District 11 tournament at Marionville. Coach Mullins, what was the main objective that you have going into this season of 2019 and 2018?
Well, we knew we had a senior class, heavy senior class, and some underclassmen to go with them, so we wanted to get better every day. You know, we wanted to focus on the defensive end and, just become the best team we could, especially late in the season.
Definitely become that best team you could in the later stages of the season. And what we heard is that you guys had 5 seniors and 1 senior who was injured throughout most of the season. Was that correct?
Yeah, and that really took its toll. You know, not having that other big man there to help us out, because she would have added a lot to our game.
Definitely something to add on to the game. That was Olivia Dodo, who I believe injured her foot at the beginning of the season. Some questions that we want to talk about. You guys had 21 wins on the season. What was the most important win that you had of this season?
Well, I don't know if there's a most important one. You know, looking back on it, beating Miller at home, that's always a good one. Let's see. You know, competing with Blue Eye, even though we lost that one. You know, just all of them are special, because, you know, wins are hard to come by, because there's a lot of good basketball in Southwest Missouri. So, you know, going 21-7, it's not what we wanted. You know, we wanted to still be playing tonight, actually, but that's just sometimes how it goes. So 21 wins, 7 losses, not a bad season. You know, my seniors went out on a decent note. Definitely
something to get out on that decent note. And staying in that same win column, what was the most exciting win that you had of this season? You had 21 wins. What was the most exciting one out of those 21 wins that you had this season?
Oh, it would have had to be either Miller or Fordland. You know, I felt like that Fordland game, a lot of things came together for us there early. We shot the ball well. We were running. You know, Fordland has 2 1,000-point scorers on their team. So it was a really good game where I saw a lot of good things coming together. Like I said, she shot the ball how I felt we could, and just good defensive battle.
Also, as we go in between the wins and losses of the season, what was the main definition of this season that you had for this Crane Lady Pirates team?
Well, we needed to know we could come out and compete every night. You know, having them play hard every night, you know, that's the first thing on my board. Every game, every practice, everything, you know, it's hard to teach playing hard. And if I can get the girls to buy in to play hard every second they're on the floor or every minute of practice, that you know, that helps a lot, you know, just playing hard. And I think that has been my definition for a lot of years now. If I can get you to play hard, I can focus on the X's and O's of basketball.
Now moving on from that topic of that definition, in between the wins and losses, now onto the losses. You had 7 losses. What was your most educational loss that you had, or toughest loss that you had of this season?
I'd say the toughest loss we had was the Ashgrove in the districts, or Ashgrove in the Marionville championship game, because early in the season, the first game, you know, we beat them by 12 at our place, you know, but I got to give credit to them. They stepped up. They beat us twice on a neutral floor, and, you know, congrats to them. So I'd say what you said there, it'd be Ashgrove. You know, I thought we had a chance there, especially in district, up 9 or 10 at halftime, and then come out the second half and, you know, only score 4 field goals. But like I said, a lot of credit to Ashgrove and their coaching staff and their girls. They played well.
Staying in that same boat of the losses now, another topic that we have to talk about is those losses. What is the most disappointing loss that you had of those 7 losses with Richland, Hartville, Walnut Grove, Clever, Ash Grove twice in the Marionville tournament and in the districts, as well as Blue Eye. What was the most disappointing loss out of those 7 losses?
I'd say there's 2 on that one, Adam. I'd say there's the Richland game at the Walnut Grove tournament. We played for 3rd place, and Richland just come out and hammered us. They owned us. We didn't play good basketball at all. That was a very disappointing loss. And the second round of districts after Ash Grove, that was another disappointing loss. So, those 2 losses, in my mind, are the 2 that stick out as disappointing.
Definitely disappointing is to see your season come to a close, even in district play. And now, as we're moving out of the losses topic now into one of the topic of awards. And at the end of every season, Ozarks Sports Report has numerous awards known as the Ozarks Sports Report Female Player of the Year, as well as the Male Player of the Year on the boys' side, and as well as the Duo of the Year that comes out during the basketball season, and the Coach of the Year. Would you put yourself up for the Coach of the Year, and who would you also put as a nomination for the Player of the Year and the Duo of the Year?
As far as the coach goes, no, I cannot put myself up there, especially not winning districts and finishing that the way we did. I can't nominate myself for sure, but, I think I had one of the top players in the area in Madison Hicks. She scored her 1,000th point. She had close to 800 rebounds for her career, and she really didn't play much as a freshman because we had such a talented group ahead of her. Hicks averaged about 24 points and 10, 11 rebounds per game all year. So I've got to put her in there. On the boys' side, to tell you the truth, I'm so vested in girls basketball. I didn't have a lot of viewing of the boys, but I saw our very own Tyler Campbell. I thought he made a heck of a showing this year. So I think I'd have to nominate those 2 young men and lady.
Definitely a big duo that comes out of Crane. And also another thing that is happening, what will you expect coming out of the 2018-2019 season into the 2019-2020 season with your team as well as in the SWCL?
Well, the SWCL is still going to be pretty good. We're going to have Blue Eye, which is going to be the cream of the crop. We're going to fall in there somewhere. Then you got Billings is going to get better every year. Sparta is going to be up there at tops as well. They're going to have a loaded freshman class, just a bunch of studs that can play the game, and they've played together a lot of years now. Let's see, Galena, they're still going to be probably rebuilding. I don't know what they have much coming up in junior high, but they could surprise you. Spokane, I don't know what they lose. I think they're going to be pretty darn good because, as a matter of fact, I don't think Spokane's going to be losing anybody this year. So, those are going to be it's going to be a quality league looking next year. And, for the Crane Lady Pirates, we're going to be young. We're going to have a possibility of a junior, 3 sophomores, and a freshman starting next year. So we're not going to have a senior, I don't think. And, we're going to be young. We're going to be young. A lot of growing pains early because we go to we picked up Stratford and some other opponents. Stratford's not going to be their quality they're going to be this year, but they're going to still be tough. I think we're going to take some growing pains, some lumps there early, but I look for us to compete.
Big word of compete, that is. And as we kind of look at the Stratford game, we don't know when it's going to be, but the last time you guys played Stratford, you actually you have to wind the clock back to about 2015, 2014, maybe 2013. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, that's about the right time. I think we're one of the last people to beat them. It was in the Ash Grove tournament in early season, so it'll be a heck of a game.
Now, another question that we have to talk about is throughout the state of Missouri, what do you expect from girls basketball throughout the state of Missouri through classes 1 through 5, including your class as well?
Well, I think Missouri basketball is really good, especially in Southwest Missouri these past 10 years. The competition level is outstanding. Girls are starting to play more and more. It's becoming a year-round sport. So I look for it to continue to grow.
Definitely one thing it is to continue to grow. And we do see traditions go away. We do see new traditions being built. And with what you said is you're going to have a pretty good sophomore team coming in and a junior and a freshman coming in. Is this going to be a rebuilding year for these Lady Pirates, or is it just going to be making adjustments for the next season?
Oh, I'd say it'd be rebuilding. You know, our philosophy is going to change a little bit as far as our offense goes, you know, but we're going to look to run and get up and down the floor a little bit more than we did this past 2 seasons. You know, with losing Hicks and losing those seniors, you know, we lose 90-some% of our scoring and rebounding and all that. So it'll be a rebuilding, you know, rebuilding and teaching and learning every day.
Definitely something to be teaching, learning in that rebuilding year. And if you were to give us a sneak peek of what your starting 5 is going to be come the very first game at around the middle to end of November of this year, what do you think a sneak peek would be? Who do you think would be some players that you would put out on the varsity starting 5?
I don't know, Adam. We're just going to have to wait and see because I've got a long time, you know. I'd like to tell you, but I don't know who's exactly going to play and who's going to be here or what. And then, you know, practice will tell the tale. Who's going to play and who's going to start. So I don't know. You come to that first game and you'll know.
Definitely come to that first game. And before we let you go, we have some things to talk about. It's going to be during the sectional play and also the district play that's going on in the classes 4 and 5. What are your expectations? What do you think? Who do you think is going to make it to JQH Arena at the end of the season for all 5 of these classes?
Well, I think, you know, you got to put Walnut Grove in there for Class 1. I don't know what else is up the road up north, but I got to go with, you know, Walnut Grove's going to, I'd say, be there. 2A, you're looking at, golly, I could go with 3 of them, you know. Blue Eye, Hartville, or Skyline, you know, the perennials. So those 3A, you know, you got to go with Stratford. They're making that unprecedented run, 100 and who knows what. 4A, I'm not for sure. You know, I'm not for sure. Probably Incarnate Word up there. They always have a good team. And then 5A, I've heard good things about Kickapoo and even Jeff City. So, you know, those are my teams that I look for, and they've been there. So that's what I'm going with.
Going with it is the key. If you had any final words you had to say to all the coaches that you played throughout the season, including the coach that you last lost to from Ash Grove, that was Coach Brian Dean, what would your final words be to all the coaches that you played throughout this entire season?
Well, we appreciate it. You know, everybody was very civil, hospitable. You know, we work with a good bunch of people here in Missouri, especially in Southwest Missouri. So, you know, we're done. So good luck next year. Thanks, Adam.
No problem. Here with now Coach Jeremy Mullins, head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, after this big 68-55 win to open up the 2018-2019 season against Ash Grove. Coach Mullins, what was the main ingredient that you were cooking in the Crane Lady Pirates kitchen to help bring the 68-55 win over Ash Grove?
Well, what I thought helped us in the third quarter was our pressure. You know, we forced Ash Grove into turnovers, and we got the ball back and converted on some of those. And then also in that third quarter, we had a huge run of threes. I think we hit 3 or 4 back-to-back. So that really helped, you know, and limiting our turnovers in that third quarter.
2-year players Sadie McMenemy and Madison Hicks scored double-digit points. Madison Hicks scoring 32 and Sadie McMenemy scoring 15. What was going through their heads tonight before this game against Ash Grove to open up the season?
Well, hopefully they were concentrating, and it showed in their play and their offensive prowess. But, you know, they're seniors. They need to step up and do this, and we expect it from them night in and night out.
They're going to Joplin. You'll be taking on College Catholic. Not Joplin High School, but on College Catholic. What's going to be the topic that you're going to be bringing to the dinner table? What's going to be the main dish that's going to be featured in the Crane Pirates table to help bring a win against Joplin to College Catholic?
Well, it'll be defense. We've got to have better defensive pressure, better communication. We're going to have to improve our shot selection and not turn the ball over so much.
If you have any final words to say to the head coach of the Ash Grove Lady Pirates, Coach Brian Dean, after that 68-55 loss over Crane to you guys, what would be your final words to Coach Dean of the Ash Grove Lady Pirates?
You know, he's a good coach. He's done well in his second season, and he's got a lot of young, talented players, so he's going to be really, really good, tough on them.
Thanks for taking time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on this big win. Also, congratulations on one of your players, Madison Hicks, who signed at SCU for track. And best of luck to you guys at Joplin McCullough Catholic.
Thank you very much.
Here with Madison Hicks after scoring 32 points in this 68-55 win over the Astros Lady Pirates. Madison, what was the main focus that you had going into this opening game tonight against Astros?
Tonight, we knew they were going to be a good team, tough competition. We knew they would try to spread us out and they cut us a lot, so we put a real emphasis on defense and not getting cut in front of our face and just stopping the ball.
Back and forth games going on in the first half of the game between you guys and Astros. What was Coach Mullins' words to help you stop that back and forth game and to get ahead of Astros?
He knew defense was the key, and we had to limit our fouls. It really caused us a little bit of trouble tonight, but we set up some offenses and got some good looks.
Also, kind of get away from the basketball subject and talk about track. You signed with SCU for track at halftime. Why SCU? Why did you choose SCU?
I think SCU is really special, just the people and the atmosphere there and having the shared purpose of serving Christ and just competing for Him. It's really special.
You go out to Joplin, you'll play McCullough Catholic, not Joplin High School, but McCullough Catholic in Joplin. What's going to be the firepower? What's going to be cooking in the Pirates' kitchen to help bring a win against McCullough Catholic in Joplin?
Again, defense is our key. We know they have a couple of studs, so we're just going to prepare for them and work on our offense a little bit and try to limit those fouls.
Got any final words to say to the head coach of the Astros Lady Pirates, Coach Brian Dean? After that 68-55 loss that they had to you guys, what would be your words to Coach Brian Dean of the Astros Lady Pirates?
All respect to him. He always has good teams and a really good competition, and they always put up a good fight and they never quit.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Madison Hicks. Congratulations on signing at SCU. Good game tonight, and best of luck to you guys at McCullough Catholic.
Thank you so much.
Here standing by with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that huge 74-65 win over the Reed Spring Lady Wolves. Coach Mullins, what was the main focus, or what was the main statement that you guys wanted to tell against Reed Spring tonight?
We need to get the ball in the post. We saw some vulnerability in the high and low post action, and we wanted to establish that post entry game early. And when Ollie, I think Olivia went 6 of 8 from the three-point line, and when you have that going for the outside, and then you have that inside going, it's just hard to stop.
Definitely hard to stop. One of your lead scorers was Madison Hicks once again, who scored 33 points. What was going through her mind tonight to score 33 points against Reed Spring?
We knew we needed to get Hicks the ball, and she's been our leading scorer. We played 4 games, and she's been our leading scorer all 4 games. So we expect those nights from her, and we expect a big game from her every night.
You guys stay home on Thursday night. You're going to be taking on Clever, which is a former SWCL member and is now in the Mid-Lakes. What's going to be the firepower that you're going to be bringing against Clever to bring a win on Thursday night?
Oh man, Clever is loaded. They got a lot of good guards, some signed already with upper level schools. They got some good posts. It's just going to be a tough game, but it'll be a welcome contest for us. It'll test our toughness and resolve.
If you have any final words to say to the head coach of the Reed Spring Lady Wolves, Coach Akins, what would be your final words to Coach Akins of the Reed Spring Lady Wolves?
Our girls never gave up. We had them down 10, 12 points. They always seem to call back and fight back. She's got a good group. She does a good job with her program.
All right, thanks for telling me this, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that big win. We'll talk to you on Thursday night.
Thank you, sir.
Here with Coach Jeremy Mullins after getting his 250th career win against Miller tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the experiment that you were testing in the lab to bring a win against Miller tonight?
Well, we knew Miller's a young ball club, but they're very, very talented. So we had to rely on our post games this season like we have been all season. So it's worked for us, and we're going to continue to use that.
In the third quarter tonight, Madison Hicks scored her 1,000th career point. It was a big achievement that happens pretty much every year in high school basketball. What was going through Madison Hicks' mind before tonight
before she scored her 1,000th career point?
Well, I don't think she knew. I think we kept it a secret from her, and she didn't know that she was that close to it. So when it did happen, I was glad she got it. Well deserved, and a good girl to do it.
You're going to be going up to Walnut Grove on Thursday night. You're going to be taking on Niagara in the Walnut Grove tournament that goes all the way through the week of Christmas and then all the way until, I believe, the day after New Year's. Yes. What's going to be the firepower against Niagara in the Walnut Grove tournament?
It's going to be the same thing we've been concentrating on all year. Some defensive pressure, continue to rebound, and hopefully put the ball in the hole.
Got any final words to say to the head coach of the Miller Lady Cardinals, Coach Hannah Wilkerson, after that loss to you guys? What would your words be to Coach Wilkerson and the Miller Lady Cardinals?
She's got a really talented team. She does a good job with them, and good luck to her team.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on 250 career wins. Also, congratulations to Madison Hicks on scoring her 1,000th career point. And best luck to you guys against Niagara in the Walnut Grove tournament.
Thank you.
Here with a senior, Madison Hicks, after a big night who scored her 1,000th career point tonight against Miller. Madison Hicks, what was the chemistry that you had tonight before this game, before you scored your 1,000th career point?
Just try not to focus on it and do my best to play team basketball. Whatever happens would happen, and it just worked out that way.
Also, you were the lead scorer, scoring 22 points tonight against Miller. What was Coach Mullins' words before tonight's game against Miller tonight?
We knew they were going to pack the lane pretty tight, so we'd have to make them move a lot, work the ball inside out. I knew if I didn't have a shot, then I'd have one of my guards open, so we just did our best to play team ball.
Coming up on Thursday, you'll be at Walnut Grove in the Walnut Grove tournament. You'll be playing Niagara. What's going to be the main focus to hope they're going to win against Niagara?
We're still working on, beating that test. We're working on our offenses, just perfecting those and getting the best possible work and scores.
Got any final words to say to the head coach of the Miller Lady Cardinals, Coach Hannah Wilkerson? What would be your final words to Coach Wilkerson from the Miller Lady Cardinals?
We've come across in the past couple of years. She's a great coach. She's done a lot for their program, and they have great girls, so all the respect to her.
Thanks for taking time with us, Madison Hicks. Congratulations on that 1,000th career point. Also, good game tonight. Best luck to you guys in the Walnut Grove tournament.
Thank you.
Here with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after coming back home to a 66-30 win against Sparta tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the main focus they had going into this game against Sparta?
Concentration, defensive toughness, and a whole lot more effort than we showed the other night, Friday night at Marionville against Ash Grove. I thought we had something to prove after that game. I wanted to test their resolve because we didn't show up the other night. So I thought they responded well to a decent, a well-coached and Sparta team.
Lots of concentration tonight and a lot of big scores tonight that happened on the court. One of your scores was Madison Hicks, who scored 12 points tonight against Sparta. What was going through her mind tonight to score those 12 points against Sparta?
Hopefully, just get some more touches. The last game she went 7-17. We talked to her about that, made her watch the film. I think her concentration and squaring up were a big part of it, and just finishing in the basket.
What we hear is you're going to be going on the road. You're going to be taking on, we believe it's going to be Galena. We don't know, but what's going to be the main firepower that's going to be going up against your next opponent, which may be Galena?
Next, this coming Wednesday, we have Rush at Seymour to finish up the Seymour tournament, and then we got to turn around and go to Blue Eye, who's a state-ranked team at their place, so it's going to be double tough. I heard Colonel Connor Patton is back, so they're going to be firing on all cylinders and testing our resolve.
If you have any final words to say to head coach Josh Loveland of the Sparta Trojans after that 66-30 loss to you guys, what would your final words be to Coach Loveland of the Sparta Trojans?
He did well. Coach Loveland and I go way back. He was a student taught for me. He's a great guy, even better coach. And, next year he's got a whole bunch of studs coming, so roles could be reversed if we don't step it up.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that big win. Best luck to you guys at the Seymour tournament and at Blue Eye.
Thank you very much.
Here with the lead scorer tonight of the Crane Lady Pirates, that's Madison Hicks, after scoring her uniform number tonight of 12 points. Madison, what was going through your mind tonight to score those 12 points against Sparta?
Tonight I was just focused on finishing and really working around the basket, footwork and everything. Haven't been doing too well on shooting percentages wise, so that was just going through my mind and fundamentals.
Been a while since you've been back home because you guys were on some big tournaments. You were at the Walnut Grove tournament, the Seymour tournament, which you guys had to finish up, and also the Marionville tournament. How does it feel to come back to Crane and also be back home for, which we believe it was about a month? How does that feel to come back home and get a win against Sparta?
Coming home always feels great. Your shots just fall better. You know where the boards are going to land. Getting a win at home with the crowd's even better.
You're going to be finishing up that Seymour tournament. We believe you're going to be taking on Rush, and then you'll be taking on Blue Eye. What's going to be the firepower to beat Blue Eye and Rush in the Seymour tournament?
To beat Rush, it's going to be fundamentals, really focusing and concentrating on what we need to do. And then Blue Eye, it's just going to be taking it up another step, another level. They're probably coming with a full court press, so we're going to have to be ready for that and adjust to it.
If there were any final words that you just say to Coach Josh Loveland of the Sparta Trojans, what would your final words be to Coach Josh Loveland of the Sparta Trojans?
I've known him a long time. He's a really good coach. A lot of respect to him. His players move the ball well, and they get really good looks, so they're just going to get better from here.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Madison Hicks. Congratulations on that win against Sparta. Best luck to you guys against Rush in the Seymour tournament and against Blue Eye.
Thank you.
Here with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that big 62-32 win against Galena tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the definition of this game tonight against Galena?
Ball movement. I thought we moved the ball well at times, especially in the interior. And out-rebounded them, I believe. I haven't got the stats yet, but I think our rebounding was there tonight, and we've got to do that down the road to be successful.
Also, rebounding and ball movement that happened tonight against Galena. Was there anything different against this Galena team only having no JV game or no JV team tonight, only one game?
A little bit, it does. With that JV game in front of us, it helps my other varsity players get acclimated. It gives them time to settle down and get to the gym, and I think it puts their minds on it. So when you just come in and have one game, it's hard sometimes to get ready to go.
Two of your lead scorers for tonight was Madison Hicks and Emery Ellingsworth, who scored 26 and 17 points tonight. What was going through their minds tonight to score those big points tonight against Galena?
I think that is attributed to our post passing, our interior passing, our guards passing to our post and finding them at the high post, and their ability to finish. So I think they did well tonight in finishing.
Non-conference opponent coming here to Crane on Thursday night, that's going to be Verona. What's going to be the focus on to get another win against Verona?
Well, we've got to stop Triskilio, if I said that correctly. She's capable of getting 30 points, and they got another guard that's pretty salty, and also Rita. We've got to stop Rita in the post there, and I think running will be a key, and also rebounding and taking care of the basketball.
If there are any final words that you to say to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears, what would your final words be to Coach Argo from the Galena Bears?
He's a class act. He does a good job with his girls. His hard work is going to pay off.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that big win. We'll talk to you on Thursday night against Verona.
Thank you.
Here were two of the lead scorers tonight, Madison Hicks and Emery Ellingsworth, who put up 16 and 26 points tonight against Galena. Girls, what was the recipe that you guys had cooking tonight in that Pirates kitchen to help bring that 62-32 win against Galena?
We've been working a lot this week on getting post touches and being able to finish down low and be strong. We also worked on, when we're not available, getting our guards open and kicking it out and being able to knock down some shots.
Yeah, I'd agree with our post passes and just getting the ball around, moving it around.
Coach Mullins had the firepower tonight to bring up those 32 points tonight. What was the recipe that you guys had to score those individual points of 26 and 16 points?
Like I said, just putting time in the gym this week, really trying to finish through pressure and any fouls that might happen. Just really working hard this week to focus on that.
Yeah, I know we definitely did work a lot on our shooting and getting our post touches better. I think that's what helped us big time.
Individually, Madison Hicks, you played tonight's game. Only one foul tonight. It's not foul-less, but one foul. What was Coach Mullins' words when you only had one foul tonight?
He likes to keep us out of foul trouble, so he's always pretty proud of that. We just try to work on staying straight up, and we try not to let them get the ball so that we don't have to put ourselves in that situation to begin with.
Coming up on Thursday night, you'll be back home tonight. You're going to be taking on Verona. What's going to be Coach Mullins' words to help bring win number 14 against Verona on Thursday night?
I think definitely moving our feet, getting around their bigger post, just pretty much our feet movement, and I think also helping with our post touches like tonight will be big help.
They're not a conference component, but they are a district. Their district competition, so it's going to be a big game, and we're just going to look to move the ball like we have been doing pretty well, shooting our shots and staying out of foul trouble.
If there were any final words that you had to say to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears, what would your final words be to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears?
He's a great coach. He's got a group of fairly young girls, very respectable, good sportsmanship team.
I'd agree with that. Furthermore, I think we're going to be doing pretty good. I think his team has very good potential.
Thanks for taking the time with us, girls. Congratulations on that big 62-32 win against Galena tonight. We'll talk to you guys against Verona.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. First interview.
Yeah.
Shut the door.
Here with two of the lead scorers tonight, Madison Hicks and Sadie McMenemy, who scored 12 and 33 points tonight against Verona. Girls, what was your main focus that you had going up against Verona tonight?
We knew Twyla was going to be a really big issue for us. We had to stop her, so we put Mac here on her to play some defense. We knew we had to get the boards and stop their other shooters and control the drives.
Yep, just what Hicks said, stop Twyla. And so I guarded Twyla, and everybody helped me guard her. And so the main thing was just stopping her. And
Twyla Carasquillo, who scored about 30 points tonight. And she was chasing you all game tonight, Madison Hicks. What was your game plan to help run away from her with those points?
Just to get my open shots and get good looks and finish those buckets that were pretty pivotal in the game.
And now another topic to talk about in this game was the intensity of this game. Back and forth, back and forth. It was tied about 5 or 6 times tonight. What was Coach Mullins' words to help regain that lead tonight against Verona?
We had a talk before the game today. He told us that no matter what, we don't give up, and we need to have confidence in ourselves because doubt will be our biggest issue for ourselves. It's a mental enemy of ours.
yeah, what she said.
You guys are going to be going on the road back to conference play. You're going to be taking on Billings. In that panhandle of Christian County, what's going to be the main objective to help bring win number 16 against Billings?
Probably our defense and shooting. Shooting is a main part for us because we sometimes lack concentration, so hopefully we go in concentrated and just ready to go.
Yeah, Billings also has some really good shooters. We got to play up in their face defense on them, make sure they don't get those open looks. Just don't give it to them very easily.
Is there any final words that you to say to the coach of the Verona Wildcats, that is Coach Weiss, and also their lead scorer tonight, Twyla Carasquillo, who actually broke her school record tonight? What would be your final words to both Carasquillo and Coach Weiss?
Twyla is an amazing player. Known of her for years, playing in the same area. Congratulations to her. That's a really great accomplishment. She's going to have big things in her future. And to Coach, that team has made strides since last year. They just keep improving and getting better.
Yeah, congrats to Twyla on her big scoring record, and just good job to Coach. Just keep it up.
All right, thanks for taking that time with us, girls. Congratulations on that big 72-61 win against Verona. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday night back here against Spokane. Here with now the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that 72-61 victory against Verona tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the main focus that you had going into this game against Verona?
We had to try to stop Twyla, and she's very athletic. She's a walking bucket. We knew we had to stop her, and with Hicks and some of my other players, I know I could match up with her, but it's just a matter of if we could rebound, get some key rebounds, stop their other role players, and that was another big key for us.
Definitely stop those big role players. History was made here tonight on the other side of the sidelines tonight. That was where Twyla Carasquillo just broke her school record in points tonight. What was your words and what is your team's words on her?
We're very proud for her. Congratulations. She's had a heck of a high school career, and she's going to do well at the next level.
You're going to be going on the road. You're going to be taking on Billings. Back into the conference play, what's going to be the main objective to help bring win number 16 against Billings?
Defense and rebounding, and we got to knock down some key shots at moments.
If you have any final words to say to Coach Weiss of the Verona Wildcats, what would be your final words to Coach Weiss of the Verona Wildcats?
We'll see you in districts.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that win. We'll talk to you on next Thursday at home against Spokane.
Thank you.
Here with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that 61-49 win against Spokane tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the definition of this game tonight against Spokane?
Toughness. We had to come out and be toughness, especially mental toughness. Especially in the second half when we couldn't throw it in the ocean standing on the beach. We couldn't make shots. We weren't turning the ball over as far as live ball turnovers a whole lot, but we were just making some silly mistakes, and we couldn't throw it in the bucket. So mental toughness down the stretch to close this out against a very good Spokane team.
Come out of intermission, it was a little bit sleepy there on that Pirates bench. What was your words to say to your girls to kind of wake them back up in the third quarter?
I haven't found those words yet, because if you look at us statistically throughout this season, my third quarter is just horrible. I don't know what I'm doing at the halftime to not fire them up or think this second half is going to be easy, but I've got to find another way of handling my business at halftime to make sure these ladies come out prepared, and I'm going to try some different stuff coming up on practice Sunday.
Going on the road, you're going to be taking on Southwest, a winless Southwest team, which is a newcomer in the SWCO. What's going to be the recipe that you're going to be cooking in that Pirates kitchen to help bring win number 19 against Southwest?
What we've done all season. I'm going to apply some defensive pressure. We're going to have to team rebound, team defense, and we're going to have to make some shots.
30 final words that you had to say to the coaching staff of the Spokane Lady Owls. What would your final words be to the coaching staff of the Spokane Lady Owls?
I hope their coach gets better soon, gets back with their team. I know that stinks when you can't be with your team, especially on game night, and good luck in districts.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on win number 18. We'll talk to you in your last game back home against Pierce City.
Thank you.
Here with a trio of Lady Pirates tonight, Madison Hicks, Gracie Brawley, and Sadie McMenemy, who scored double digits tonight who both scored double digits and were three of the lead scorers tonight against Spokane. Girls, what was the topic that you had going into this game against Spokane?
Probably toughness, like Coach said.
We just had to rebound and get defensive stops.
To elaborate on what Coach said, toughness was huge. We knew we had to get those boards from Tate because she will grab them up, and we had to be strong down low because she's a very good defender also.
Very good defender in Paige Tate tonight. She had 4 fouls tonight against you guys. Was there anything that changed? Did you guys beef up on your game, or did you guys kind of slow it down, or what did you guys do to have Tate on her 4th foul?
Credit to our guards. They really slowed the game down and gave us posts a good opportunity to get some good looks, and I was able to get into her body a little bit to get her those fouls.
Like Hicks said, we just kept passing to the post and getting work down there.
Yeah, what they said.
Madison Hicks, it was your show tonight. You scored 33 points tonight against Spokane. What was for dinner tonight in that Crane Pirates kitchen to help score those 33 points against Spokane tonight?
You know, we knew if we got the ball inside, then our guards would be open. If our guards were open, we knew they'd knock down shots. So it's really a cat and mouse game with us. You know, you can't stop all of us. So
you're going to be going down the road. You're going to be taking on a winless Southwest team. Newcomer in the SWCL, what will Coach Mullins' words be to help get you guys win number 19 against Southwest?
Probably stay down on defense and just get all the boards we can.
Just keep rebounding and getting defensive stops.
You know, we don't overlook anybody. Records don't matter. Anything can happen, so just play our game.
If there are any final words that you had to say to the coaches of the Spokane Lady Owls, what would your words be to the coaches of the Spokane Lady Owls?
Just keep pushing and good luck in districts.
Yeah, good luck in districts. You're a very talented team.
Good luck in districts.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, girls. Congratulations on that win against Spokane. We'll talk to you at your last game here at home against Pierce City.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Here with now the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that big 81-51 victory against Pierce City tonight on senior night. Coach, what was the ingredient that you were putting in that soup to help bring that win against Pierce City?
Ball movement and get the ball to our high and low posts. You know, if we could establish that early in the game, you know, I figured we'll get our open looks in the second, third, and fourth quarter from the outside. So I think we established that early and some transition as well.
Lots of transition that we had in that game against Pierce City. Senior night for tonight, it was very special for 6 of your seniors: Madison Hicks, Macy Hayes, Olivia Dodo, Olivia Edwards, and Sadie McMenemy. What does that say for that team chemistry? What's the meat on the bone that they pick off every time they step on that court?
Well, like you said, it's team chemistry. They know each other. They've been playing together for a long time now, so they know where to look and they know what to do, and they put themselves in good positions.
Coming up on Saturday, you're going to be at Marionville. It's going to be the Class 2 District 11 tournament. You're going to be taking on your neighbors to the south of Galena. What's going to be the meat on the bone that you're going to be having to keep your season alive?
Well, we're just what we've done all season. Work hard defensively, find our posts early, you know, and the key will be knocking down some outside shots. We've got to knock down some outside shots and limit our turnovers and see how it goes.
If there were any final words that you had to say to Coach Rob Guerin and Coach Alyssa Chastain from the Pierce City Lady Eagles after that 81-51 loss to you guys, what would your final words be to Coach Rob Guerin and Coach Alyssa Chastain?
They're good coaches. I've been around them for a long time, good friends of mine, and they always have their girls prepared, you know, and I wish them well in districts.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that win to cap off the regular season. We will talk to you at districts at Marionville.
Thank you, sir.
Here with some 6 important Pirates tonight. These are the seniors of 2019 for the Crane Lady Pirates: Olivia Dodo, Olivia Edwards, Macy Hayes, Madison Hicks, Mackenzie Funcannon, and Sadie McMenemy. Girls, tell me about your time, about those last 4 years being as a Crane Lady Pirate.
It was difficult to try to fit in and kind of just blend, but once we started to blend and became a team and a family, everything just kind of came together.
The year was difficult, very hard, but like Dodo said, we did start to come together at the end. There were some interesting times, but the farther the season and year went along, the better we got.
Most definitely a learning curve come sophomore year, but we learned to rely on each other and just grow and play as one like we should.
You know, it's been an amazing ride. We've always worked well together, done some good things, and we're ready to see what we can accomplish now.
Been together since 7th grade, and it's definitely had our ups and downs, and this year we've definitely come together as a family.
It's been hard at times, but it's been really fun these last 4 years.
Lots of fun it has been for you guys being on this basketball court. A lot of tradition for you, for this team of the Crane Lady Pirates, especially for Coach Jeremy Mullins. What I believe is it was your freshman year as you guys actually won state. Is that true?
Yes, it sure is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we won state.
Yep.
Now talking about this game and also this senior year, you guys were without one senior. That was Olivia Dodo, which we believe she broke her foot before the season. What was changed? What had to be done to help keep the train rolling and help keep all those wins coming up in this past season without Dodo?
Well, we definitely lost a big girl, and that hurt us, but we made it work the best that we could.
We had to learn how to adjust our post game and figure out who from the guard could we pull to play post more often.
Everybody had to step up a little bit. That's a lot of boards and a lot of points that we lost, so it was a team effort.
The guards definitely had to show up without her presence in the post.
Yeah, it was definitely a learning curve, and we had to just learn and adjust to it, and we did lose a lot of rebounds and points from her.
Also, now, Olivia Dodo, you had to play cheerleader throughout the entire season. So what does that say without being a player and then now becoming a team cheerleader on that Crane bench?
Well, it's definitely hard, not to sound self-conceited, but it was hard to sit on the bench as much as I did because freshman year I was playing varsity, so it was definitely a big change to be on the bench and, watch my team bleed and sweat without me, and it took a big toll on my heart.
Now talk about this game, girls. Madison Hicks, you were the lead scorer, and Olivia Dodo and Sadie McMenemy, you guys also help assist Madison Hicks tonight with both you guys 12 points, Madison Hicks with 35 points. What does this say for all three of you guys to help us, or all three of you guys to help out in this game?
I mean, it felt good, and it was just a team effort.
Yeah, like Olivia said, a team effort, trying to get Hicks the ball and just moving it around. We always go with whatever works. If our guards are on that night, we'll go with them. We'll look on the inside. We'll just get the ball where it needs to go.
You're going to be going to districts at Marionville. You're going to be taking on Galena on Saturday at 4 o'clock. What's going to be Coach Mullins' recipe that he'll be cooking in that Pirates kitchen to help keep your season alive against Galena?
Just play as hard as we can and don't overlook anybody and give it your best effort because you never know when your last game will be.
I don't think Coach would let us talk about that. I think we're just going to show up and play.
Like Ollie said, don't overlook anybody. We just got to go out there and move our feet and get those boards and play tough. That's all he's asking.
Playing hard, that's always our number one thing, and making sure that we can play our game against them.
Just show up and leave it all on the court.
Play hard and take our shots when we need to and rebound.
Rebounding is the key. If you guys could scout the upcoming Crane Pirates that's going to be coming up next year, what do you expect to be coming out of next year's team?
They're definitely quick, and we got a couple big girls in there, so hopefully they'll be able to step up and take me and Hicks' spot and take up them boards and them points, and our guards to take Fun's spot and be quick and good on defense. So.
Oh no. They just gotta work hard and play together, and we'll see what they can do.
I definitely see some shooters coming up, and Emery and Kelsey's chemistry is just amazing, and it's only going to get better.
I see big things for them. They're only going to do good things. So we got 2 really good posts. We got a lot of shooters, and they can handle the ball really well.
I definitely see watching them is going to be a fun time. They haven't come in, and us with the great chemistry that us 6 have together, they came in, they picked it up, and we play with them like we've played with them our whole life. So I think it'll be fun.
They're very quick, and they have a lot of potential, and it'll be exciting to watch them and see the things that they do.
Before we let you guys go, if there are any final words that you need to say to head coach Rob Guerin and coach Alyssa Chastain, these two are very familiar with Crane. What would your final words be to both Coach Chastain and Coach Guerin?
Well, good game, and I guess our team will see you next year.
Good game, and it was good playing you guys. Good competition.
A lot of respect for both of those coaches. It's been fun playing Rob over the years. He always comes out and he brings his all and never takes a play off against us.
Yeah, good game, and good luck in the postseason. We go way back with those coaches, so all the respect to them and their players.
It was definitely a good game, and I expect to see their freshman guards and players grow throughout the years.
Good game, and Pierce City never quit. They kept going, and good luck in districts.
All right, thanks for taking the time with us, seniors. Congratulations on a spectacular ride here at Crane. We'll talk to you guys all at districts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now here with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins, after that 60-49 win against Galena tonight. Coach Mullins, what was the main ingredient that you had stirring in the pot to keep your season alive against Galena?
Well, we tried to get the ball into our post area as early and as often as we could, but Galena did a pretty good job. We were down 5-0 before we come and got on the board. So it was Galena did a good job. You know, they put some pressure on us. They kept Hicks from catching. So you know that'll hurt us.
Definitely will hurt you guys, but it was a slow wake-up call at the beginning of the game against you guys and Galena. What did you preach your girls to kind of wake up a little bit in that game?
Well, we talked about our defensive effort and our intensity. You know, we weren't moving the ball, we weren't defending very well at all. They were just driving at will. So we talked about rebounding and our defensive effort.
Looking at this game right now between Ashgrove and Billings, you'll take the winner of either Ashgrove or Billings in the next game. That'll be on Tuesday night. What will be your words to help bring another win to keep the season alive for you guys against either Ashgrove or Billings?
Well, we've seen them both throughout the season. We split with Ashgrove and beat Billings once or twice. So we're going to have to keep playing hard. You know, we're going to have to take care of the basketball, rebound, and hit some outside shots down the stretch.
Very final words you had to say to Coach David Argo from the Galena Bears after that season-ending loss to you guys. What would be your final words to Coach Argo of the Galena Bears?
He's got a long career ahead of him, and he does a very good job.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Mullins. Congratulations on that win against Galena. We will talk to you on Tuesday night against either Ashgrove or Billings.
Thank you very much.
Here with two of the lead scorers tonight, Madison Hicks and Sadie McMenemy, who scored 30 and 20 points tonight against Galena tonight. Madison Hicks and Sadie McMenemy, what was your main focus that you had going into this opening game of the Class 2 District 11 tournament against Galena?
You know, playing hard, that's kind of our whole theme for this district tournament. We knew pretty well what they were going to do. It was just getting a game plan that was going to work for us.
Yeah, just playing hard like Hicks said and getting to the championship of districts.
Thank you.
Going to that district championship and playing hard. You guys played a team of Galena just about 9 miles to your south of you guys. What did you guys see from that Galena team tonight?
Definitely a lot of fire. They came ready to play, and they played a really good ball game.
Yeah, they played really good against us. They came out playing hard and shooting good.
You guys will be coming back here to Marionville for the semifinal round of the Class 2 District 11 tournament. You're going to be taking on either Ashgrove or Billings. What's going to be Coach Mullins' words to help bring another win to keep you guys alive throughout this season against either Ashgrove or Billings?
Probably hard defense and just rebounding.
Yeah, playing hard. Like I said, that's our theme for this one, and just taking what we can get.
If there are any final words you had to say to Coach David Argo of the Galena Bears, what would be your final words to Coach Argo from Galena after that season-ending loss to you guys?
Good game tonight, and good luck next season.
You know, a lot of respect to them. He's got a really hard-working team, and he's a really good coach, so they can do big things.
Thanks for taking the time with us, girls. Congratulations on that win to keep your season alive. Best of luck to you guys on Tuesday night against either Ashgrove or Billings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoy our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Crane Lady Pirates, Coach Jeremy Mullins. If you'd like to stay connected with the Crane Lady Pirates through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook. Also follow them on Twitter. Their Twitter is at Crane Hoops. Once again, it's Crane Hoops on Twitter. If you'd like to stay connected with Ozarks Sports Report through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/Ozark Sports Report. One final time, I want to thank head coach Jeremy Mullins for sitting down with us to recap his entire season. Also, we congratulate him on a tremendous season, 21-7. One final time, I'm Adam Smith from the Ozark Sports Report saying, have a good day, everybody.